Yeah.
So speaking of your vehicle, you got the 79 dual cab.
Yep.
Which you've had for a fair few years now. And
We have, yeah.
It's been to Las Vegas and back on display. It's been everywhere.
It has, yeah.
It's rigged. So tell us how you got that set up, and you know what, before you left home, was there any other little tweaks you did to it? Just give us a quick rundown on how you've got it set up, guys.
Yeah, so we got the 79 dual cab on portals. It's got a bull motor bodies on the back, AU cab, tent and awning. So it's very simple. So we don't want to carry as little weight as possible without sacrificing what we're doing. So the canopy is basically empty besides a stacked set of drawers, a few shelves in the roof where we put chairs and things like that.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be easily accessible. What did we do? Oh, we did sound deadening before we left, just because we're going to be in it for a long time.
Yeah.
Just car builders, top, bottom, everywhere.
Yep.
Made a huge difference.
Yeah, you happy with how that came
Oh,
up?
mate,
Amazing.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
New stereo in it, just bigger screen with HEMA on it.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Can get Netflix on there if we want.
Netflix.
So I don't think we really changed it. We probably just refined what we had.
And I say replace stuff that could be a failure point
Sure.
because of the age of the vehicle.
Yeah, just those things that could
It's
go wrong.
2014?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 DPF?
213.
213?
It was the first of the dual cabs and first one in America.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did simple things like radiator, alternator, hoses and belts.
You use the water-cooled alternator?
No.
No? You just put an upgraded one in?
No, just standard one again.
Just changed it
Just
so
changed
that it was
kept
right
the other
for
one
this?
as a spare. Yeah,
nice.
We've never had a problem with the factory stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we've never had an alternator fail, and we've got another 70 at home as well.
Yep.
And we've never had an alternator fail. So,
Yeah.
you know, we did at one stage change the radiator to a different one.
Yep.
And just temperature started fluctuating.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
on the way up to Airlie Beach, rang Mackay Toyota, went, "You got a radio?" And they went, "Yep." Went, "We're buying it."
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
to Airlie Beach, swapped out the other radio we put in, and went
Yeah.
back to factory and hasn't had a problem.
Yeah, great.
So some things you look at changing because you think they're going to be better, but
Yeah.
I mean, that factory radiator we've never had a problem with, and it was probably a silly thing to do, but we thought, oh, we'll upgrade it and we'll go bigger and better core,
Yeah,
and
right.
it just didn't work for us.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we've got the bar's full, it's got big lights, and it's got
Yep.
we put a high mount in there as well.
I saw the worn high mount.
Yeah.
Yeah. You happy with it?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we modified that as well. You know, everything's sort of modified in our
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
So it's got big 6 horsepower and brake upgrade and gear upgrade. And,
Sure.
um,
So it'll pull you plus a trailer and
Yeah.
you get out of strife that
yeah,
way. When
and
you-
nice and
yeah.
quick, just because we're generally travelling by ourselves.
Yep.
What else have we changed on the car? No, Ironman suspension in it, which just works.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
Yeah.
the Foam Cell Pro shocks, just brilliant.
Yep.
You know, I know what went into making them, and I know how they're made and everything. And they're big oil, they're strong. You know, the rocks that we're hitting
Yep.
with that 3mm body just doesn't mark them. I mean, you look under our car now and it doesn't look like it's been off-road.
I had a look at it this morning. Yeah, it does look good.
I did.
Particularly some of the country you've just been through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I made sure it was clean for you, mate. Hosed it down yesterday.
Yeah, good.
So,
well, that's great on that setup.
Yeah, it's just about comfort. Oh, you know, when we had the armrest to the one stone armrest,
Yeah.
Sure,
that was game
Got to set
changing.
myself.
That was
It is a
excellent.
game changer.
Unreal.
Yes.
Yeah. The simple things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comfort. Recaro seats with armrest.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we changed.
I don't think it was much. I think
No.
it was just making sure that there was nothing going to go wrong majorly, particularly considering the first part of the trip was so remote.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I mean, the amount of spares and tools that we carried with us gets used more on other people's gear, not so much on ours.
Well, I was going to ask you, those remote places where you are, where there is just no one.
Yep.
What are the things that you must-haves that you have with you in those circumstances?
We've changed a couple of things. Sat phone we always carry anyway, always have.
Yeah.
One of the
EPIRB.
things, EPIRBs.
Okay.
We carry
Okay.
EPIRBs. So we've got a big one that stays in the car, and we've also got a little one that,
Handheld.
basically handheld that
Yeah.
Yep.
we
If
can
we're out
take
hiking.
while we're out hiking and things like
Yeah.
that. You know, we've got the 2 fridges are in the back seat, so we don't have back seats in the Cruiser.
Yep.
We made a nice mod to one of the Ironman fridges, or both Ironman fridges, where I put gas struts on the lids,
Okay.
so you can just flick it up. She opens up and
Little
stays
arms.
there. So
Yeah.
yeah, Ker's trying to reach into the
That's a
car.
great idea.
Yeah, fantastic.
There you go.
One of the big things, one of our big purchases, we put a defibrillator in the car.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Just because we are going to be that remote.
Not planning on a heart attack.
No.
But,
yeah.
No,
you know,
but that's interesting.
We're trying to cover off like what medical, so we always need first aid kits, so we've got first aid kits. And it was just one of those things that, you know, people are getting on, we're going remote, and it was just seemed to be a sensible thing to carry. It's pretty expensive, but
yeah,
you know, it's one of those things that when you need it, you need it.
Yeah.
And
well, maybe
we
not
hope
you,
we
but
never use it.
Maybe able to help someone else
That's
one day
exactly
too.
it.
Yeah, and that's
So,
it. Same with the spare parts.
Yeah.
We've pretty much emptied our spare parts on other people's cars. We did diff rebuilds, axle rebuilds, everything out on the track.
I saw a bit of a fail out there. Not your vehicle or anything, but another vehicle that was there. That what should you be doing with your wheel bearings, Adam? Before the trip, mate?
Yeah. So we had a cargo missing for about 7 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, where are they? And they'd turned off to a station, and they still took forever. So we went back and found them, and did a rebuild on the side of the track. And someone else was with them, and they said they weren't coming. And Brian and I went back, and between him and me, we were able to pull all the spares out of our car and rebuild the whole rear end on Ronnie's car. So
the spares you guys keep.
Yeah.
Wheel bearings.
Wheel bearings.
How do you carry them? Are they ready packed?
Yeah, so I know you're leading me into this.
I want it out there, mate. You don't want anyone to steal your idea.
No. So one of our tips is, you know, and we do it with the wheel bearings and the camper trailer wheel bearings. You know, when you need a wheel bearing, you know, part of it you got to sit there and pack them. So what I do before we leave home, I get them, pack them full of grease. We get in the cryovac, we cryovac them, and it just squeezes the grease in there.
Yep.
So when you pull them out of the cryovac pack, they're already done, they're ready to go. And yeah, we just carry them like that. So there's no grease going around in our drawer where the spares are, and yeah, you pull out a cryovac pair of wheel bearings.
Well, that's never heard of that before, but I am going to pinch your idea because that's space saving, ready to go. Cut the packet open, bearings are there packed.
Yeah. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It works really well.
And gas struts on your fridge lid too.
Gas struts on the fridge lid. I'll show you that.
Another good idea.
Yeah. It really helps.
He's an ideas man.
So what else do we carry? We just carry belts, hoses, filters, bit of oil for the portals.
Yep.
Ryco sent us a heap of filters and stuff.
Yep.
So, and they have this magic little funnel that you can twist into all different shapes. So that works really well.
Yeah, nice.
But we try and not carry too many. Being a Toyota, and especially being a 70 up in the Kimberleys or any remote part, you'll generally find a 70 or a Toyota dealership somewhere, or things are pretty easy to get for them. And that's why we love the 70 and stuck with it. Yeah.